Hey, what's up guys, Jaeky here. I'm a top 400 Radiant Jett main, and today I'm going to be going over tips and tricks for Abyss on Jett, my favorite entry paths to take, as well as just how I like to play this map in general when I play Jett. So let's start off with the attack entry paths. On A site, typically I like to dash top site, or I just like to dash onto default. So what that looks like is you're going to pop your dash and throw your smoke top site here, and when you dash out, you always want to make sure that you clear close right and close left for your team. So you're going to pop your dash, throw a smoke top site. I like to updraft, dash, look left and look right to clear the close angles for your team, and then you're going to end up top site here. And then from here, you can just jump up and take duels onto back site to help your team scale up. If I'm not dashing top site, then I'll just dash onto default like this. Same thing, you want to look left and right. And then you want to scale up on the left side and make sure that you clear all of this for your team, and you can have people splitting from bridge as well. One thing to definitely look out for is the Cypher trips. If there's a Cypher on the other team, watch out for these trips on default, as well as the close trip as well. And then obviously the other entry path to take is if you have knives. Sometimes I like to do this one as well, where you jump off the side here, updraft, and then look for a kill. And then while you're updrafting, you want to have your dash pop. So you updraft here, look for a kill, and then you can throw a smoke down, dash into it here, pop out back sight. So yeah, this is a nice updraft you can do. You don't even have to have knives. If you do it fast with a rifle, you can also get it done. So just like that, dash into your smoke, and then you can pop out like that. Another cheeky angle you can get to is just on top of this box. Just updraft up here. Typically, if A main is smoked, if you sit up here for a little bit, you might be able to find a kill on this guy peeking. So you can open up the round with a kill on this box. Okay, now let's move over to the B side of the map. So for B, what I like to do is typically I like to go from main here. And so you want to make sure that you clear all of these angles, clear top site, clear this rafter angle as well, clear back sight here, heaven, make sure you clear everything out. And then while you're scaling up, I like to throw a smoke here, updraft, dash into the smoke. I like to look right while I'm dashing so that I can see all of this. And then you'll probably have a smoke spawn, or I don't know how your smoker is going to smoke, but if you don't have a deep spawn smoke, make sure that you're looking here when you come out of your smoke just to make sure there's no one there. And then when you end up top site, you want to clear back sight for your team, like go above and clear back sight. And then now heaven will be smoked off, so you don't really have to worry about that because you already cleared rafters. But just like I like to scale up like this, hold the heaven run out, and then you can also look spawn as well while you're scaling up. And now you have all of this space, and then you can either decide to go aggro for a pick, or you can just sit here and wait for a pick here, or wait for the guy to flat out heaven. So really up to you what you want to do after you go top site. But on Jett, I like to always make sure that I dash top site just to get that elevation and all of this control for my team. If you're going on the jump across, I like to do the same thing. So I jump across the first one, hold for a bit, and then I throw a smoke here, and same thing, I dash into the smoke and come out of it taking the same, pretty much the same fights. So yeah, on B, I just like to always go top site as Jett. Okay, moving on to defense side. So let's start with A. I like to play Jett on A mostly. Like I'll start off A on the gun rounds and whatnot. So I like to start A, and then I always go for this fight right here when on the barrier, especially on pissed around with the sheriff. So I like to go out wide, have my dash popped, and then I hold for this angle rather than the lower angle. I hold for the guy peeking on the ramp. So typically when people peek, they will go up the ramp like this to take this duel. And so I like to go out a little bit further so I'm not on the pre-fire angle. So I like to go out a little wider, make sure I pop my dash, and then just aim for this guy peeking right here. You know, shoot, dash out, and then you can take fights from this angle, or you can fall back even further and start taking fights from back here. And then this is also really good with an op or an outlaw as well. I do the same thing, just go up here and then hold a little bit wide with my dash popped. So yeah, this forces the enemy team to use some sort of util on you, whether that's a Sova drone, Omen blind, or if they have an ISO, they'll just send ISO with shield popped to fight you. But typically when you go wide here and you have dash popped, you pretty much force the enemy to use some sort of util to clear you out. Another thing you can do is you can get into this corner here. So when the barrier drops, you immediately shift watch this corner, have a teammate bait for you, and you can get into this corner here. This is really good. I like doing this on bonus rounds when I have like a Spectre. So if we win 2 rounds and then we're on the bonus round, I like to call for this play where I just go into this corner, have a teammate bait for me, and I sit here with the Spectre. So this is really good as well. And then of course, if you have knives popped and you want to do a crazy play, you can do the updraft here, have your dash popped, get a kill, dash back into safety. But yeah, really important that you fight for this A main space as Jett. Just keeping all of the space is really strong, and then you can get info as well by pushing up and flanking if they're not A. And then when I'm fighting, when I give up A main, so let's say I dash back, I like to fight from the right here. I'll take this as second point of contact, but if I have time to reposition, I'll actually go top site like this. And then this top site angle is very strong as well, especially if you ask for a one-way on this box. You can make use of this top site angle, and it's really, really strong. You can just get a kill and jump back, or if you still have dash, you can dash back as well. And then when you're fighting from backside, you can hold this angle right here, get one as they're running in, and you can also peek out to get kills as well if A main is smoked. So yeah, I just like to fight around the backside here after I dash back from A main. Moving on to mid, there's nothing really special about mid. I mean, I'll typically just play here and hold like this with either an op or a rifle. I'll just hold like this, and then sometimes I'll just jiggle and check upper. And then another play you can do as well, if you're walking down mid, you want to hug this left wall here, and this guy upper is not going to see you unless they go out like super far. So if you hug this left wall here, you can pretty much just walk down mid for free. And if you catch a guy on this timing, you can kill one here, or you can just walk all the way down and do a quick flank, either A or B, depending on where they're going. But I don't really play mid too often as Jett. Most of the time I'll be playing one of the extremities. So for B site, this top site angle here is very strong. So you want to go here pre-round, just hold this angle right here. And then you can either catch somebody going for orb or somebody just like shift walking out here. You can get a kill and drop like this and just take a different fight. So this topside angle is really good to use at least once in the game. Another angle I like to play is this right here, especially if I have an op. I just like to play it on the very right of rafters here, and you can catch one peeking, and then you can drop down and you can take different fights from back sight here, whether it's peeking left or peeking right. And then another play is just going aggro B main. So you want to ask for either a smoke nest, or you can get a Sova dart, just some piece of util here that scans or blocks off this angle, and then you can walk down with it and go for this aggro fight onto B main. You know, have your dash popped and then go for this fight here. And if there's nothing here, you can go for a fast flank either through mid or through spawn. Another really strong angle is if you're opping, you can hold like this and you can get this guy swinging out window, or you can ask for a smoke window and you can actually play here like this and get them running up. Because typically this will get smoked, so you want to stand on the ledge here, and so you're out of the smoke and you can go for a free kill on this angle. Very strong, you just get your kill and you can get out. But yeah, that's pretty much the basic way I like to play Jett on Abyss. I hope this video helps you guys out, and if it did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.